should we do this podcast every week? Should we continue doing it every week? Let us know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Ron has brought up a question of whether we should continue recording this podcast on a weekly basis, or should we reduce the volume to every 2 weeks or every month or every half a year? So
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it's a volume thing. It's more like doing a podcast every week is pretty difficult if you don't have a certain structure or topic. If you're just going to talk about like what you're doing in life, then you need to have like a crazy week to keep talking about new stuff that will keep interested for people to listen to. So I think at least I am in a phase right now that I still want to accomplish stuff in life and still need to put in the work, and that comes first rather than like trying to come up with stuff to talk about at a podcast, if that makes sense. Like for me, it's pretty difficult to say like, oh, I'm working on this or doing this, because sometimes the work you're putting in on a daily basis takes a lot of time before it will like show the results, you know? Like it can take like weeks or months before you, like when you make a decision today, you can see the results like weeks or months from now. So it's very difficult to share like exciting news every week, for me at least. I don't know what it's about you. Like I think for you, if I may say, it's a little bit different because you like talking. So that's like a big difference. But let me know what you think.
yeah, to me, it's about touching base and about sharing not just the exciting stuff, but also about talking about the struggles. For example, hey, I'm working on this thing and it's not, moving, or, I'm waiting for updates from these freelancers, or, I'm waiting for samples or whatever it is, right? It's not,
Yeah.
it's just like a touch base type thing for me, where it's like, okay, it gives me structure to my week. Just like I have the coaching calls inside of our program, right? Which we do every week, right? That keeps me accountable, right? It's like, okay, I know that on Wednesday at 8:00, I'm showing up and I'm talking to people. I'm sharing what I know, listening to their stories and stuff like that. Then I know that on either Thursday or Friday, I'm connecting with Ron. We're sitting down and we're talking about our week, what has happened, and I'm not expecting you, and I'm not expecting from myself to say, yo, I just did an all-time high. I just closed $100 million in brand deals or whatever like that,
No, of course. But I'm also like thinking, if I was a listener, like if I'm listening to a podcast, I want to hear new stuff, interesting stuff I can learn from, or maybe if your podcast is maybe a specific format, like when like then it makes more sense. Like then there's a specific structure, so you know what to expect. I think, yeah, if we're making this podcast, like for me, I'm making this podcast not just for me. I'm like I don't I have my own journal. I have my own ways to keep track of my own journey. So then we should at least like find, like I think we should, like, of course, always respect the effort that the listeners are putting in, like to listen to this episode. They're giving up 30 minutes of their life to listen to us. Then I think it's more than fair to actually share stuff that is maybe new to them or valuable to them. So that could be sharing a struggle, could be like, I don't know, it's hard to say. But sometimes I feel like I'm not at my best because I don't feel like I'm sharing anything new or anything valuable, because nothing has changed so much on my side, you know? So that's like my viewpoint.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think maybe it's like changing the perspective of how you look at it. So, I look at it like this. Okay, you and I are both building our own online businesses, right? Whether it's content, whether it's e-commerce, whatever it is, right? And along the way, we are documenting what is going on. It's not like we're super far away from, ground, it's not like we're Elon Musk or Bill Gates or anything like that, but we're also not complete beginners where we don't know what we're talking about. We are basically documenting our journey, right? And everything that is happening along the way. And I know you have your own private journal, like you said, where you're noting down everything and stuff, but do you see any value in documenting your journey and having publishing it online and having other people also see your thoughts? And I agree with you about respecting people who listen and watch to us. I mean, we are forever grateful for your attention and for your time that you guys take to listen and to watch this. But
yeah, I think
That's
documenting can be valuable, but it depends in what way. I myself never listen back to podcasts at all, so like maybe I will do it in the future. But like, yeah, you can document it in different ways, and I think a podcast is one way, but it will be different if you have like maybe you do like you film yourself in a vlog style video and document it for yourself, etc. Like then yeah, like that. Maybe later I'll watch it back and I will be very happy to do so. But
mm,
like now I sometimes have like, oh, I need to do the podcast and it feels like, oh, I don't have anything to share. So what else should I talk about? Then it's just like a casual conversation, which is also fine. But again, if you want to respect the viewer, like or the listener, I at least want to give something to them so they're like, oh, I learned something new that I didn't know before the call, or they're just hanging out with us like friends. Sure, that's fine with me as well. But then, yeah, it's different. But it's
yeah,
tough. Like, yeah, let's see.
we'd be very curious to know if you guys find these conversations and these podcasts valuable, right? So wherever you are, if you're on YouTube, let us know down in the comment section below. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, maybe reach out to us via Instagram and just let us know, like, should we even continue doing this or not, right? Because I understand Ron's logic, right? But my logic is also that there are people who tune in and who find this. Like a lot of people follow us for the YouTube search stuff, right?
Yeah.
So for the people like, oh, why aren't you talking anymore about YouTube search? But it's so specific, man. These like tutorials, how-to guides and stuff. And yeah, people evolve and they move on to
Yeah, but
other
also
things
for
like,
us, like we're
yeah.
doing it for 2 years now. Like, how much can you say about keyword research? How much can you say about hiring freelancers? Like, eventually, it just like you said everything, and it's also not interesting for us to talk about anymore. So, like, if we keep talking about search, then the whole episode would be dull and boring. So yeah, I think it's pretty normal that it like changes over time.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Everything is evolving, but I think that although we're changing and we're evolving, I think it's cool to touch base once a week. There's no restrictions on time, no restriction on anything. Just like pop in, I send you a link. What's going on? How is business? How is life? How is DXB, aka Dubai, Mr. Ron? Show me around.
Yeah, we can check in, of course, every week. Like, that's fine. Like, yeah, I'm in Dubai now. I arrived yesterday night. Had a short night, about like 5 hours, so pretty short because I have a little bit of the like it's 2 hours ahead of the Netherlands. So I woke up early, but everything is pretty solid. I settled in today, got groceries. By the way, I ordered groceries. They were like here in 10 minutes. Like it was pretty crazy. So yeah, I don't know how did I do it. I
Did
got
you use that app?
yeah, I used the app because I just woke up and I was like, okay, let's just order, so I don't need to carry like water and heavy shit to my apartment. So it was really fast, and I did some extra shopping as well, like some small things I forgot, like pepper salt, and also got some new running shoes. I will be running here a lot. Yeah, what else did I got? I need to get a SIM card, need to open my bank
Mm,
account, that kind of stuff. So I will do
yeah.
that the upcoming days. But overall, it's a pretty nice one-bedroom apartment. Um, it's basically like what we had in Dubai, but then mine is one bedroom. Split.
Okay.
It's almost like near each other as well. Like the other
Yeah.
apartment's like five minutes away. One thing I noticed, like
Sparkle Towers.
yeah, Sparkle Towers. Yeah. One thing I noticed, it's a lot quieter now because it's probably still like around summertime. People probably head back like
Mm,
maybe end of this month or next month, so it's much more quieter than January when we were there. The heat is pretty intense, but it's a different heat. So I was walking outside, like it's like 35 degrees, maybe 38. But it's not
wow.
that I'm sweating, so it's kind of weird. Like in the
Mm.
Netherlands, when it's like 30, I'm sweating immediately. So maybe it's the humidity or something. But overall, pretty good. And how is Finland? Have you done? Or you're moving also, by the way, right to Greece, or what is it?
Yes, Monday we are off to Crete in
Yes.
Greece. So visiting Hania and Kisamos and all the different places there. So it'll be good. Good food, good vibes, good weather. You know how it goes. A lot of
Just
reading, a lot of
holiday,
thinking.
or also a
Yeah, it's
little
going
bit
to
of
be
work?
just well, it's gonna be primarily. I want to make it primarily holiday. You know, I want to like turn my brain off in a
Yeah.
way of work wise. Like let everybody know that hey, I'm taking a break because I think there is value in just tuning out and just reading and allowing time to think. So I want to do that. I just want to primarily just walk, be on the move, and get the sun, get the reading in, get the thinking. Just relax a little bit,
Yeah.
because when you relax, then you can have better decision making later on. Yeah, that we're going there on Monday. So next week, if we touch base, most likely I'm going to be touching base as well, with a sunshine or some Mary, what's it called? Sea in the back of me. So yeah, it's gonna be
That's good.
good.
How long are you staying in Greece again?
10 days.
That's nice. Yeah, it's a
But
solid holiday time.
I am looking for a place to rent, maybe on the mainland, south of Spain, Marbella. Last year, Hessel and I went there for 1 month. We stayed in Fuengirola. Now, Fuengirola is nice and all, but it's basically just all old Scandinavian, Finnish,
Yeah.
Swedish, Norwegian people. You came as well. Remember, we
Yeah, yeah.
celebrated your birthday. So it's a little bit like, you're not surrounding yourself with like-minded people. They're like-minded people, but they're 40 years older.
Yeah,
You know?
Marbella is much younger people. I think it's turning into like some sort of digital nomad entrepreneurial hub as well. Like many people go there.
Yeah,
Crazy.
exactly. So I want to find a place for 3-4 months there. Rent a car probably from November, because October we're also going to Egypt for scuba diving. So yeah, I'm not stuck to one place. I like it, and just continue. Oh, and then the water here is getting colder, man. So now it's starting to feel already a lot like
Are you swimming again or still swimming?
yeah, continuing swimming every day. But the
That's
water is
good.
getting colder.
Yeah, what about the weather? I see you're wearing a sweater.
I wear a sweater because I now have an AC in my place, and it feels really nice to sit inside and have it at like 18 degrees or 19 degrees, but have like a hoodie on. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
okay.
It's just different, you know?
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Do what you do. Uh,
So you're staying in Marina?
Yeah, for
When is
two
your
months.
party?
Which party? What do you mean?
Bro, the party with all the Dutchies in Dubai, bro.
Oh, it's not a party. It's like a networking event. Like I'm not gonna
Okay.
drink while I'm here. So it's 20th of the September. I'm here for 2 months. Then my girlfriend comes in 5 weeks. She will come here as well, and then she will stay here for like 1 month, something like that. And then I'll move somewhere else. I don't know where yet. Like my thinking is maybe maybe stay somewhere for like 5 to 6 months after, so to find out like a different place where I want to stay, and then see how things will go with my girlfriend, if she comes over or not, and then look together for a long-term place, or maybe move, like go to Thailand for some weeks as well in between. So
Yeah.
like I'm living out of 2 suitcases now basically, and I kind of like it that everything is gone. You're very flexible and you can just move wherever you want, and you don't have like the mental the mental burden of like physical stuff at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
nice.
Dude, you've sold everything.
Yeah, I sold everything.
Car
The
gone.
car, yeah,
Apartment gone.
yeah, but that's what was about it. Like I had like a very minimal inventory, like some a couch, a sofa, or I mean a sofa, a bed, a desk, etc. So within one day, everything was empty. Then I gave the keys to the new rental, how do you call it, like new one, the
Yeah.
new resident, and that's about it. So I always lived like pretty minimalistic. I think it's the same as you. Like you don't have crazy amount of stuff. Like
No.
you can like empty your apartment within like 4 hours
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except the
Yeah.
books.
100.
Like the books is probably
Except the
taking the
books.
longest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. A lot of people dream to be in your place, bro. Like you're really like underestimating it. You have 2 suitcases full of clothes.
Yeah.
You have good money hitting your bank account every fucking month, and all that money is made on the computer.
Yeah, that's true. But it was a lot of work. Like I was
I know.
so yeah, it didn't come easy. But like the thing is, like I just wanna. The thing is, living here is also not free, and of course, like investing in new ventures is also not free. So of course, money is coming in, but money is also going out. Going on holidays, living here, setting up some new life, like apartment. The rent is pretty expensive. Also setting up a new business, like testing new things, paying the freelancers for YouTube, etc. Like, of course, I'm still in a big net profit, and I also sold my e-commerce company. Um, but still, like, yeah, it's not only stacking; it's also like business expenses that keep going, and of course, personal life expenses. But that's
Yeah.
normal. Like, you also need to live. Like, I don't like to be the guy like spending like very minimal on everything, and then keep
Mm,
stacking money, but don't have like a real like life experience or anything. I think it's the same
yeah.
counts for you. Like, you're also doing fun stuff. Like, do you have like a certain rule for yourself? Do you want to save up a specific amount, or do you have anything set?
Well, that's a good question about money management, right? And about your personal relationship with it. So, hey, quick pause on a podcast. If you want to learn how to make money on YouTube and create a stream of passive income, check out our private YouTube Business Academy community. Join us for weekly group coaching sessions. Plus, when you join, you'll get a personal onboarding call with either Ron or myself. Click the link in the episode description to join today. Now, back to the episode. I am far from financial security, where financial security for me is defined, or economical security, where it's like I don't have to work a single day of my life anymore. Okay. So, like, when I have enough money, when I have enough assets and cash flow and business, like just money that is, I never have to work a single day of my life, then it's economic security, right? I'm nowhere close to that. Really, I'm nowhere close to that. So I can just, sit back and chill. But that's not to say that I am not in a net profit, right? I'm net positive overall, and it's crazy, man. Like, I'm really feeling like I'm becoming more detached from reality, because it's like, sometimes I meet people and they're like, yeah, man, like 100 euros is, a lot of money. And I'm just like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's not, bro. Because I surrounded myself with people for whom really like 100 euros is not
yeah,
a lot of money. It's just like, yeah, whatever. If you really wanted to tip 100 euros to, like, a waiter or something, like, you could do it. You're not gonna do it, but like, you could do it, right? And these sorts of things. But yeah, no, I save. I try to save. I try to invest money. I do S&P 500 dollar cost averaging every month. Right now it's at 500. I want to bump it up to 1,000, and then eventually more. Um, Cash, reinvesting back into businesses. I'm building out the content business right now, so that's eating up
are you
a little
investing
bit
in
of cash.
yourself as well? Because I think at our age, the biggest ROI is like investing in yourself, like knowledge, of course, but also maybe courses, coaching, or setting up something new. Are you also like
To be
allocating?
honest,
Yeah, go ahead.
with you, I haven't taken any courses recently. I like to read, so I read and I educate myself through that. For example, I got interested in diamonds recently, so what I did was I ordered basically just all the books you can about diamonds. I ordered the history of diamonds, the biggest, De Beers, the company
Yeah.
who controls basically 90% of the diamond manufacturing and then production, and then Harry Winston, the king of diamonds, and then I have a book. I ordered the Cartiers, which I'm going to be reading in when I'm going to be in Greece, right? So that's how I'm getting myself into. But of course, I should probably allocate more resources towards some courses or coaches or anything like this. But
Yeah,
I just have a very skeptical relationship with that industry. I don't want anyone who is like younger than me or my even
but
age.
it's
Like,
weird though because we do the same. So why is that?
that's a good question. Like, I would want to get coaching from someone who has already done and who's older than me.
Why all? Why age? Why is the age a factor?
Oh, age for me, age is a big player, because wisdom comes with age. Wisdom cannot possibly come, when you're a youngster, like
But
I am.
I think it depends because wisdom can also come in a specific niche. So like you don't like wisdom is like a very broad term, but if you want to learn more, something about YouTube or e-commerce, you can you could go to a younger guy that has been doing e-commerce or YouTube for like 5 or 10 years
Mm.
Like they know more about YouTube than an old guy. Or
No, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah. That's actually a good point. I mean, if you want to learn about YouTube, you probably go to like Mr. Beast, right?
yeah,
If you want to be the rule is you should go to the top. You should go to the number one person in that space what you're trying
yeah,
to learn.
exactly. Yeah, I think it's
Um,
interesting. I was reading the book No Excuse from Ryan Tracy, and he's like, yeah, you need to allocate at least like a 3 to 5% of your yearly income to your like self development or like like coaching, etc. I think it's pretty easily forgotten. Of course, books you can buy books, but it's maybe different because books are more like it's more general knowledge or like it's not like really
mm.
apply like it's not like one-on-one coaching. Let's say like if you could like get one-on-one coaching, it's much more in depth than reading a book because a book is made for the masses. But
Yeah, but it's very important to know who you're getting it from.
of course,
Like, that's the single most important thing. You can be coached by someone who claims he is
yeah,
can teach you
like a
how to swim
charlatan.
faster. Yeah, yeah, charlatan, exactly.
Yeah, but of course you need like that. That's not that like that's logical. Like you need to ask the right person. But I mean, like if you do so, I think it's pretty important to just invest in yourself. Because it's very easy to not do so. But maybe that couple of tips or things you get from the coach or the course, etc., could like speed up your results like massively. And on the long term, you'll hit the goal faster, so it can be worth it. Something I'm just thinking about because a lot of successful people have mentors, coaches, so must be for a reason.
So, any ideas?
No, not specific ideas, but like I'm looking maybe for some e-commerce communities for people who already have like a certain brand, but
Yeah.
more to surround myself with the right people. I think that's more the thing than having like a specific coach. So I hope to meet some e-commerce people here in Dubai, and then basically learn from those because that's basically also some kind of coaching. Like if you have people around you that have specific knowledge, that it's indirectly coaching as well. So I hope to get it as well because like right now, like I've hit certain results with like e-commerce and YouTube before, but to get to the next level, I think you need to do different things that you've always done. You need to make different decisions.
What do you think it takes to build $100 million e-commerce brand?
Time and patience.
Time?
Yeah. No, like the thing is, I I think everybody could build like a brand to a specific number, but you just need to do the right steps, pull the right levers, of course, have the right market timing, and but also just continue pushing along and having some people around you that already have done that can like reassure you you're on the right path, and so you don't quit too soon or you don't give up.
Mm.
But yeah, it depends. Like it has what's sometimes it's also just luck. Like you can never like guarantee that you will hit a certain number.
The harder I work, the luckier I get, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I say. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just a thought. Like I want to allocate at least a percentage per year to self development.
I have no problem paying for someone to teach me, but it's rare when you find a person that is really worth something. For example, I work with Eric, right? And we had a 1.5 hour call this morning on the new project that we're working on. He didn't charge me anything for this call, but in this 1.5 hour, bro, I learned more about email marketing than you can learn from any fucking course that is going to cost you $5,000. I swear. Like we
You
went through
don't know.
active camp, bro, but it's like it's also not just about it's a lot about how you think about things. It's a lot about your
The
approach
first
towards things.
principles, basically.
Yeah, but it's also like understanding, okay, what business are we in? How are we getting the leads? How are we like talking to them through what medium? What are the automations? What are the triggers? What are we trying to achieve? What happens? It's like the flows and stuff as well. It's super interesting, dude. I was doing email marketing this morning. Super interesting, man. It's very powerful. I was neglecting email for the past 8 years, ever since I started, because I was like, oh, I don't check emails. Who the fuck would check my emails if I send? But that's a very egotistical way to look at it. Don't judge, the whole world based on your own idiosyncratic thoughts and values and all this. If you don't read emails, that doesn't mean that they don't work.
Yeah.
So
So, but let's say like if you would have a coach 8 years ago that would have told you, "Hey, email marketing, you need to pay attention to it," then the past 8 years you already be leveraging email marketing. So that's
yeah.
the whole essential of having like people around you or coaches or a mentorship, etc., to
Mm.
avoid making those mistakes. And before you know it, you're like 40, and then you're like, ah, fuck, oh, I wish I knew this when I was 25. So you're buying yourself back time. That's if you find the right people.
Yes, if you find the right people, that's
Yeah,
the key thing here for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I agree. So yeah, let's see. I have no idea yet, but like, I think it's good to invest in yourself because that's the biggest ROI we can have right now because we're still relatively young. So the more you learn, the more you can earn. I think.
Earn.
Yeah,
And the more you learn, the more you earn. No, not for
yeah.
bro. That's for sure. We've been talking about it the whole fucking time. That it's like, your commitment to continuous and never-ending improvements, like Tony Robbins says, right? I've committed to that when I was like fucking 19 or 20 years old when I first started like reading books. So always, always, always educating myself about things. Now I'm reading this book called Genome. It's about like genetics and stuff, right? So I'm reading all the time, all this different literature and just connecting the dots
But don't you
about how
think
life works.
reading too much is also a trap? Because it can lead to overthinking, making things much complexer than they maybe are. Like in terms of entrepreneurship and achieving stuff. Like
No, I don't.
I sometimes have the feeling that people they don't know like all the risks, etc., but they just go. They like fall a couple times, but eventually they just keep pushing and they hit their goal because they just did the action instead of like looking what are the risks, etc.
Yes, I agree with you. It's not, but in my opinion, it's not one or the other, right? You should continuously educate yourself. You should continuously read more books from great people who have lived before you, right? Avoid the fucking YouTube bullshit videos, all that. Just find great people who have achieved great results. Like, you want to learn business? Go to Warren Buffett. If you want to learn, psychology, then go to Robert Cialdini, right? So, and then study them. Um, but at the same time, I agree with you 100% about the point that don't let overthinking, lead to paralysis. It's literally I feel that the main difference between the people who do and achieve something and those who don't is that the people who do and achieve, they were just dumb enough to fucking go.
Yeah,
Really. They're just like, they didn't think about risks and the possibilities of achieving it. If someone of us told you, oh yeah, you have a 1% chance and this, you're gonna
exactly.
be
You're
like, the
never gonna go.
fuck,
Yeah.
you're never gonna start, you're never gonna go. So you need to have this naivety about that. Yeah, I can fucking do it. I was like that. I was so cocky. I was so like, yeah, I can fucking do it. Just throw up a Shopify store, run some ads, bam, source the products. What was it? Oberlo? That was the app back in the day. Connect the fucking shit. Everything goes automatically. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, right, bro. Let's talk about CPAs and LTVs and the backend systems and you
Yeah,
know?
it is true. But if you keep doing it, like I don't know, it's just like I think there were some statistics like the higher people are educated, the less they will do like entrepreneurship and take risks, basically. But I'm not sure what the source is, so don't pin me on it.
You need to be dumb enough to just go, but you also need to be smart enough to continue going and educate yourself at the same time. I think that's the ultimate recipe.
Yeah, but do educate yourself with the right information. Like I would not like maybe learn about random stuff. For me, if I want to achieve a goal, then read stuff that align with the specific goal.
It's not about reading the stuff. It's about reading from people because all the stuff, all the information, everything comes from people. People is the source of everything because people are the ones who do the research, the ones who do the experiments, right? We have passed on, where we are now, we've come from fucking caves, man, drawing on caves, right? And our ability to pass on the stories and our information to the next generation is what has moved us to where we are right now. What has made us from cavemen into, the rulers of the world, basically. So most people are not worth listening to at all. But there are certain individuals that dedicate themselves to improvements, right? And they educate themselves, and then they get synthesis, and then they, maybe it's research or business or psychology or storytelling, marketing, whatever it is. So it's not about finding the stuff, it's finding the people and then seeing what kind of information content they produce. Did they write a book? Do they have maybe a YouTube channel? Do they have, articles or whatever it is? So look for people. My dad always urged me to find, go out and find people and talk to people. And really I'm now, from my experience, I can see that it's super important, like a lot of my success can be whatever success I have can be attributed to, yes, me not giving up and just being like fucking hitting my head against the fucking wall, like until, I'm not going to stop. Right. But at the same time, it's also, oh, this guy told me to, you know, just do videos for evergreen search content. I started doing that, bam, everything fucking changes, Oh, this guy tells me that, whatever, we should do this instead of that. That changes everything. So yeah, be dumb enough to start, but also be smart enough to educate yourself continuously. That's what I
Yeah, with
think.
the right people around you, then again, like then it's full circle with the whole environment coaching, etc. You need to get the insights from the right people.
Exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see who you're gonna meet in Dubai and how that new chapter in your life is gonna. So what are you're right now? You're committed to for sure 2 months
Yes, in this apartment. Then I
in this
will look. Then
compartment.
I
Yeah,
will look for something else because I didn't know like how long I wanted to stay in Dubai Marina. Maybe I'm like it's too busy, and then I'll move somewhere else. So
yeah,
I'm kind of like it's like flexible, you know. So
yeah,
yeah, I'll be here working, and that's it, and working out, and same as home basically, but nothing much different. Maybe
yeah.
like meet some new people, of course. Like that. Yeah, that's the goal. But I have no
Maybe
idea
we
how,
come.
yeah, how it will go. Sorry.
Maybe we come visit you in winter
Well, I'm here, so I know Hessel is
with
also
Helen.
coming. I know Hessel is also
Yeah,
coming, so feel free to come here. Yeah, during winter it's of course warm here, as you know. So
Dubai in winter is warm.
yeah, it's really warm. Yeah,
Shorts and a t-shirt.
so let's see. Like I have no idea how everything will unfold here. It's just for me, it's also just a leap. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Let's
for
see.
sure. No, like you are brave, man. That's a big step. You just sold everything and by yourself just moved to a different place in search of new environments, new people, new opportunities. So I think it's really cool what you did. It's a brave, not fucking scary step. Not many people would have been able to do it, I think.
No.
So yeah, but no risk, no Rari, right?
Yeah, that's that's the thing. But also, like for me, I had no choice. That's how I put it in my head. Like otherwise, I would stay at home, do the same stuff I did like the past 4 years. Like I would not like change that much. So I was like, yeah, if I don't do it now, I won't do it later as well because then I'm in my 30s maybe. Then like you're maybe have a house, you maybe have like some more serious stuff going on. So I had no choice. That's how I told myself. But let's see. Like I think your idea with going to Marbella for a couple months is also really nice. As long as you
Yeah.
switch up the environment, I think that's pretty crucial.
Yeah, for some reason, I just like Europe, man. I'm like such a conservative forest boy. I like my home
But
and I like to
it's
stay in
fine.
Europe. Yeah, I like to like if I want to go under the sun, I'm just going to go to south of Spain. If I want to go ski, I go to, Austria or Switzerland or Italy or whatever it is, right? So
Yeah, you can go
to
ski
me
here,
stay yeah,
so
no,
you
you
need
can't
to
go. No, you can do
send
down the
yeah send
sand
skiing.
dunes,
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. But yeah, no, it's I think it's but I haven't seen you in a very long time, so I think it's about the time that we meet up in winter. Maybe Helena and I are going to come to Dubai visit.
yeah. Could be or the other way around. Like the thing is, it's a little bit hectic for me because I'm like settling in the upcoming
Yeah.
period. Like I need to,
Yeah.
especially like with my girlfriend. Like she's never been here. So for
Yeah.
it's also the question if she will like it. Like if she doesn't, then we also need to find out like a way how we will handle things. So yeah, for me it's
Yeah.
like kind
It's
of yeah, there's no like home base yet, you know.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think well for her probably it's like about finding what she would want to do, There's a nice yoga studio in Dubai Marina
Yeah,
that I went to.
she's not into yoga, but no,
Oh,
but
come on.
time
Lotte, yoga is best.
doing like weightlifting and jumping a rope and walking, etc. No, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Like time will tell. But I'll keep you posted, and people in the podcast will listen to it as well. Well, they will hear about it if
Exactly.
they are still listening. Because if you're listening right now, then you're the real OG. Because 36
Oh,
minutes in, that's the end.
bro, if you're listening right now, bro, like we're basically BFFs at this point.
Bum. Exactly.
You should come to south of Spain, Marbella in winter.
Yeah,
as
I'd
well.
love to, but I don't know how my upcoming months will look like. So I'm not.
Don't worry about it, bro.
I'm not making
We're
any
just
promises.
gonna figure it out.
Hmm.
Bro, we're gonna figure it out. Don't worry. Just make me a promise. Sign right here.
No,
Thank you
I'm
very
not gonna
much.
make
Yep.
promises
All right.
on record.
Ron is
No.
coming to Marbella in winter. Let's go.
Who knows? Yeah, but let's see what the future will hold, and yeah, we'll
Cool.
talk about it in a pod.
Very excited. Thank you guys so much. Ron, thank you. Have a good day. And we'll see you in next week's episode. Ciao.
Ciao.